Hey everyone, welcome back to the Turing Test Podcast. This is episode 51, and today we're diving into a topic that's kind of shaking up the legal world, AI in law. Specifically, we're talking about automating legal research and predicting court decisions. I'm Jamie, your host, and with me is my co-host, Rachel. How's it going, Rachel?
Hey, Jamie, I'm doing great. Ready to school you on why AI is like the best thing to happen to the legal field since, the invention of the gavel.
Oh, please. You always think AI is the answer to everything. But seriously, folks, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of how AI is being used in law. And, Rachel, I know you're all about the tech, but don't you think there's something a bit unsettling about machines predicting court decisions?
Well, Jamie, come on. It's not like we're handing over the keys to the courthouse to a bunch of robots. AI is just a tool, right? It's there to help lawyers sift through mountains of data, find relevant cases, and maybe, just maybe, make the whole process a bit more efficient.
Sure, but isn't there a risk of over-reliance? What happens when lawyers start trusting AI more than their own judgment? You know, like when you trust Google Maps and it leads you into a lake?
Okay, fair point. But let's be real. Lawyers are still the ones making the final call. AI just speeds up the research process. It's like having a super smart intern who never sleeps.
Yeah, but what about bias? AI is trained on historical data, right? So if the data is biased, won't the AI just perpetuate those biases?
That's a valid concern, Jamie. But the legal field is already working on that. They're trying to ensure that AI systems are transparent and that there's oversight. Plus, AI can actually help identify biases in existing legal systems, which is like a huge win.
I'm not so sure. Look at the recent cases where AI has been used in sentencing. There have been some pretty controversial outcomes.
True. But those are like early days. The technology is evolving. And speaking of evolving, did you hear about that new AI tool that can predict the outcome of Supreme Court cases with 70% accuracy?
Yeah, I did. It's kind of wild, right? But doesn't that take away from the whole human element of law? The unpredictability, the drama, it's what makes courtrooms so captivating.
Oh, Jamie, you're such a romantic. But seriously, AI isn't replacing lawyers, it's just giving them more information to work with. And let's be honest, anything that can cut down on those endless hours of legal research is a win in my book.
Okay, but what about the ethical implications? Should we really be letting algorithms make decisions that could affect people's lives?
That's a big question, Jamie, and it's one that the legal community is grappling with. But I think the key is to use AI responsibly. It's about augmenting human decision-making, not replacing it.
By the way, before we continue, just a quick shout-out to Augmented AI, the producer of the Turing Test Podcast. They host a variety of cutting-edge courses in generative AI, large language models, edge AI, robotics, and computer vision. You can get a free generative AI course at bit.ly/Turing Test Podcast or go to www.augmentedstartups.com.
Nice plug, Jamie. But back to our debate. I think AI can actually make the legal system more accessible, like providing legal advice to people who can't afford a lawyer.
That's a good point. But what about the risk of misinformation? If AI gives bad advice, who's accountable?
That's tricky. But I think that's why it's important to have human oversight. AI should be a tool, not the final authority.
And what about privacy concerns? AI systems need data to function, right? So how do we ensure that sensitive legal information is protected?
Another valid concern, Jamie. But there are regulations in place to protect data privacy. And as AI technology advances, so do the security measures.
I guess. But I still think there's a lot we need to figure out before we fully embrace AI in law.
Well, Jamie, that's why we're having this discussion, right? To explore the possibilities and the pitfalls.
True. And speaking of possibilities, did you see that AI-generated legal brief that went viral last week?
Oh, yeah. That was super impressive. It just shows how far AI has come in understanding and generating human language.
Yeah. But it also raises questions about authorship and originality. If AI can write legal documents, what does that mean for intellectual property rights?
That's a tough one, but I think it comes down to how we define creativity and authorship in the age of AI.
And what about the impact on legal jobs? If AI can do a lot of the grunt work, what happens to all those junior lawyers and paralegals?
That's a concern for sure. But I think AI will create new opportunities as well. It's about adapting and evolving with the technology.
You always have a positive spin, don't you, Rachel?
Well, someone has to balance out your skepticism, Jamie.
Fair enough. But I think we can agree that AI in law is a double-edged sword. It has the potential to revolutionize the field, but it also comes with its own set of challenges.
Absolutely. And it's up to us to navigate those challenges responsibly.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. But before we go, don't forget to check out Augmented AI University to upgrade your skills and become an AI expert fast. Go to bit.ly/Turing Test Podcast to enroll in your free cutting-edge AI course at augmentedstartups.com. See you next time.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And remember, the future of law is like right around the corner. Stay curious and keep questioning. See you next time.